scraping world of tank style. Right there at the corner of the island, getting some shots downrange at Goya Dechi in his Hindenburg. Not 100% sure. And Falco has also managed to get their destroyer inside of the A cap, so they're already up by 28 points, and they're going to be able to get A cap for free. So MIA is going to be down here early on in the game. We'll see if their experience in competitive is going to pay off as they can stay patient and whittle down Falco's hit points. But so far, a good opening strat from Falco has given them a 2-0 lead early on here on Sleeping Giant.
I'm sorry, I'm missing it.
No, it's all good, man.
I'll be back along shortly. Game's loading.
It is all good. Luckily, I've done enough of this, so I think I can keep the viewers happy.
Hey, man, you're doing radio well.
Revan. Revan's destroyer for MIA. He's moving into the C cap. The Falco destroyer has since moved away from C, so now MIA is starting to flip the C cap. They're about a third of the way done through it, but they are still down by about 70 points at the moment. Now, it's interesting to note for those of you out there that haven't been paying attention to competitive for a little bit, some of the new changes to domination that have been made in King of the Seas style has it now that you get 2 points for every cap about every 2.5 seconds. It used to be you get 3 points for every cap about every 4. So, the points tick up quite a bit faster now, even though that they're worth less. They definitely tick up faster, so you can get behind a lot quicker now if you let the enemy team get at least 2 caps. And it's something that I would imagine that the teams, like, they're probably well aware of, and have to change your stretch up a little bit, definitely. So far, yeah, so far Falco is really doing well. I like the positioning. They did move a Grozovoy back onto the C cap, so he is contesting it against Revan. We got Chichero over here. So Falco is still gaining a slight bit of a point lead. They have had a couple ships southwest of A. They got a double Des Moines group with the Montana that have taken a little bit of damage so far in the game, but nothing catastrophic. The hit point totals for both teams still pretty high. A slight advantage to MIA at the moment, but they're doing pretty good.
All right, we are in game finally. I can show everybody what you've been talking about.
There we go.
All right, so yeah, Falco looking pretty good, pretty strong position there at A. They're going to really be able to hold back pretty much any push that wants to come around that way as the Grozovoy staring contest at C continues. Now, I didn't get the chance to talk about team comp for Falco, but they're running triple Des Moines on Henri, double Grozovoy, which I think is fascinating. And of course, we've got Woosters on the other team, which is the new American Tier 10 cruiser, which I think is awesome.
And like I mentioned earlier, MIA is also running double Grozovoy as well. Usually the very safe and easy pick to make for Tier 10 competitive is the gearing, of course, because you get the great AA, you have the excellent performing torpedoes, and it's just overall, the whole American thing about utility. Well, the Grozovoy not too long ago received quite a significant buff to not only its main battery range, but also the ability to equip heal. So it appears that some of these teams, I'm sure there's going to be more of them out there that'll be trying to see if they can make the Grozovoy work for them.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, MIA in solid control of A. I'm sorry, Falco in solid control of A here.
Oh, Falco's Montana southwest of A just ate 2 torpedoes.
Yep.
I would imagine that he had to use his damage control, so I would think that MIA here is going to try to get him down now.
He's taking some pens from this Yamato here. D-Mag's doing a great job putting those shells into his bow and getting about 10K out of him. I suspect they're going to have to try and rotate him out of there. He's under a bit of a pressure here now from Moduletus' Hindenburg all the way in the back there. And we know there's a Wooster close aboard up near that island. I'm surprised to see neither team making a play for B when the positions of all the destroyers are so clearly well known.
Well, Revan and Chicherio over here continuing to have their staring contest. You shoot me, no, you shoot me. Just maneuvering around in between the islands. Chicherio is taking some fire now, so we'll see if he has to bug off of the
Falco's on about a 200-point lead, but they've given up a lot of health to MIA to get there.
Revan is now engaging in a gun duel here, getting some good shots into him. Uh-oh, there are some torpedoes coming in, but Revan,
no, he had already started reversing, and they've spotted now. Geo Brigade's gonna dodge those handily.
Oh, there we go.
Yep. Falco's Montana under pressure here over A becomes the first casualty of the game as MIA closes the gap and goes up a ship. Now, the double Des Moines is not going to be enough to stop this Yamato if he wants to keep moving up.
No, and you can see Lord Cadus is getting ready to make a push right into A to try and get that Grozovoy out of there. Captain Brujo already dumped his torpedoes very unexpectedly Oh, yep, there goes Cherio as well. So now MIA is
Oof.
slowly starting to move in. They're still down on points, but they're up 2 ships, which is very important as we're about to reach 9 minutes into the game. And yeah,
Yep.
Captain Brujo over here, Sea-Raptor, Cadus is about ready to
This
do
is
bad things to the little lullaby.
this is gonna end badly.
Yeah, and yeah, a Wooster.
Oof,
Oh my
goodness
goodness,
gracious,
7K.
look at that hit.
Yeah. Yeah, Captain Brujo is going to go down here. It's only a matter of time, and that's the Wooster, man. You know, the Des Moines is already terrifying enough, but the Wooster 1,252 millimeter guns makes short work of Captain Brujo. So now MIA has the points lead. They have C, and they're capping A.
Falco down 3 ships here as we approach the halfway mark of the match. That kill of the destroyer in the A-cap does flip the lead as MIA bags C on the back of the Grozovoy kill, and is about to bag A as Lord Cadus' Wooster moves on in.
D-Mag's getting into a very interesting engagement here southwest of A, just going completely bow onto one of those Des Moines. I would imagine that one of them is...
I think Milos is about to ram him. No, he's going to miss.
No, he's not. He's going to miss. Trying to get around the side, it appears.
Well, it would be great to rack up the Citadels if he can do it, but I don't think he's going to get his guns around in time.
Well, if I was D-Mags, I'd go for the ram on the second Des Moines, and it appears that is exactly what's going to happen, so... Very nice trade right there by D-Mags.
Well, now that puts this other DM in a great position to come in and challenge. Ooh, never mind. Hindenburg AP says no. Milo's trying to repair and salvage something from this position, but this salvo looks really good. Yep, there we go. MIA now up 5 ships.
Yeah, at the same time, Goya Dechi taking care of the third and final Des Moines that Falco had, so just a very patient strategy for MIA.
Indeed.
You know, they were down about 200 points, no big deal. And they're racking up the kills here pretty quickly.
Falco with a strong start, looking, well, I would say looking, we didn't get to see any of it, but they sounded good early. and then it all just kind of fell apart very quickly for them with that Montana kill south of A. He was kind of the linchpin of that position. And I have to say, I think that's a mistake to put a Montana in that spot. If you're looking to park a battleship there to prevent a push, why not take a Yamato?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what you really want. You've got more firepower in those forward guns. You're not putting a Montana there. You're kind of throwing away the back half of his armament. It's kind of a mismatch, I think.
Advanced team.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's definitely a misallocation of resources.
I'll turn Duke off in a minute between games. I run the Duke Nukem sound mod so that all the games in the sound. Nice. Oh, it's a lot of fun. I'm a huge fan of it, but he's a little not family friendly at times.
Yeah, absolutely. King Diego over here, just southeast of C, is about to kick the bucket. Appears he's on fire, and it's just a matter of who is going to secure the kill here. And there he goes. That's the Wooster from Geo Brigade.
That leaves just the Henri.
Nice hit.
Yeah, big hit on the Henri there.
Dunking him for 20k with some very nice penetrations. And
that's what Republic does, baby. Those 431 millimeter guns are just nasty.
Yeah, they're a. If you're not comfortable with the Yamato, but you still want some really good firepower, that's where you kind of.
Look who's gonna steal the kill.
The carrier.
The last 1,000 HP.
Yep, taking care of business. Yeah, if you're not comfortable in the Yami's more static positional kind of play style, you can bring a Republic and still have the ability to overmatch 30 millimeters of deck armor, which comes in handy against ships like Zhao and Hindenburg. I believe even the Henri IV as well. So, yeah, that's going to wrap it up here, Sea-Raptor. It's just
it's just a matter of time here. MIA is going to win in less than a minute, and that's assuming that the Falco carrier lasts that long. Obviously well spotted by these fighter groups to the north of him, just a matter of time. It's the question of can they kill him before they win on points.
Well, if the Republic gets one more meaty salvo, Warlord, more shells coming downrange, if he gets the meaty salvo here, that is going to be a definite yes.
So a couple of comments, right? Like we talked about possibly the mismatch of battleships to move over there on that A flank. The other thing that I think, I wouldn't necessarily call it a mistake, but I'd call it probably a bit of a misplay. Maybe it would call it a mistake. Is I feel like, we saw Captain Brujo in the A-cap, and I feel like once the other position, the position of the other Grozovoy was known way out on the 1 line, he should have immediately gone into B, right? Like, get out of there. Why trap yourself in that cap? Why sit there when there's no gain for it? You're not shooting anything. You're not spotting anything. You're just sitting around. I feel like you're better off taking that destroyer into the B cap and putting additional pressure on the other team. Plus, it gets you out of that position of having the Wooster charge you and nowhere to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a little bit of a either miscommunication or maybe not the strat working out as well. Something interesting to note, just looking here at the team score, Revan in the Grozovoy, 38 planes shot down, and Geo Brigade with another 27, and then Lord Cadus himself and the other Wooster with 18. That's the sign of a well-oiled machine when the carrier is not the one shooting down the majority of the planes, when it's the actual surface